go all around the world. But of course, we must come right back and help Liberia to be rebuilt. After the 14 years of instability, fighting one another. This is wonderful. But again, it's good. Like I said, he's a Liberian and he's been aided by a senior media communicator, Bobby Allison. The name Bobby Allison is an household name across the world. But let's have them right here to introduce themselves. Let me start with you, sir. Just bring the microphone down.
Okay.
Can you please come closer? The chair heavy for you?
It's okay.
Okay. You've been around the world. You got a chair. So Liberia is getting more productive, right? Because you don't even want our chair for the
Yes.
studio yet.
It's okay.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm fine.
Just
Thank
talk
you.
about yourself, small.
Yes, thank you for the platform. I actually appreciate it. I'm George Kaydor, um, hail from Grand Crew County, uh, a musician, gospel music minister, um, also an advocate who have been in the background there advocating for peace for our country. Um, I have spent almost all of my time doing music, producing music, trying to produce messages that transform the minds and attitudes of our people in the positive direction. And that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay. Let me hear from you, sir.
Melvin, thank you very much. It is good to have me on the program this afternoon. And this is my first on the bumper show. The Super Morning show was with Vavle. It was my first one also. I love to call my traditional name, my native name. I hate from River G, where my parents are from. Webo Suloken. I'm Bleon, Bobby Addison. But my people back in Lofa County would never feel good if I leave out the Loma name Kokolo. Bobby Bleon Kokolo Addison. A journalist, people always use the word veteran. That means you have retired.
Okay.
But I don't consider myself to be a veteran. Got into this profession 1989. 1989, I started work with the Liberia Communications Network, Kiss FM, Radio Banga, Radio Liberia, and other media institutions, both print, electronic, up to, as we speak, this radio station, you're busy doing administration of Charles Snetter Television and that of Estelle Liberty Metro FM. So got vast knowledge when it comes to the profession. And I believe at the time we was on the radio, or Artif Melvin, you used to be in Banga County, if I'm correct.
Sure.
Or Swakoko, one of them.
How are you, Phoebe?
Phoebe, yes, and you used to listen to us on the radio and say, I wish one day I would be like those guys. Smith Toby, Bobby Isaac Red. But it's good that we are stayed active, got control over the microphone, the headphones, the mixers, and we are together, and we got a lot to say to our people when it comes to the KPraise program. Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Wonderful. Well, it's good. And let me humbly welcome you on behalf of the management team, headed by the energetic Director General Eugene Fakon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome,
We appreciate
right
it.
here.
Thank you.
Civility matters a lot on this platform.
Okay.
Hope that we practice that. Huh?
It is part of us. We will.
That's good.
We will surely
Wonderful.
stick to it.
Good. Okay. This is good, sir. Let us hear from you, KPraise. This is your general name. I guess many people know you of. How did it come in the picture?
The picture in terms of my appointment.
Your music.
The
We
music.
let's talk about your music. Then we talk about your appointment.
Okay.
It's a whole big talk that we're going to talk about.
All right. So I actually came into the music arena in 2006, and since then, I know since that time to now, I'm still into music, and I've been working, producing. I'm not only a musician; I'm also a producer. I actually attended the 10 Strings Music College in Nigeria, which is the best music college in Africa. I was able to learn music production to the highest level. And because of that, I had to bring down a record label to Liberia, currently that I'm running in Liberia. And I also came down with manpower from Nigeria to work with the record label, other top producers. And so we have been around trying to produce our musicians in
When was
Liberia.
that?
We came down to Liberia 2023 last year.
Okay.
So we brought down the record label to Liberia to help rebrand the music industry, of our country. And so that has been my focus and all this time, trying to work towards rebranding the Liberian entertainment and giving it, a real taste, where the international world, where the globe, the world can know that Liberia also has something good. Yeah.
Since then, let me hear from you, or the Liberian people want to hear from you as to uh, your time in Nigeria, coming 2023 with all of your producers from that state coming here in Liberia. What has it been for you? Where do you stationed, and what are your attributes towards the musical industry of Liberia?
It has been wonderful, since our arrival in Liberia, we have experienced a lot of things in terms of the working relationship with the Liberian musicians from different sides, talking about the different kinds of musicians in Liberia. We have traditional, we have the gospel, we have so we have been working with different groups in Liberia, and so the atmosphere has been so conducive, and the working relationship has been so fine. We are currently stationed at Rehab. That's where the company is settled. It's registered fully with the government, so we are running a legal company, music company in Liberia. And so our vision has been about rebranding the system and bringing out those talents, hidden talents across Liberia. In our country, musicians are unable, they have not been able to raise, they have not been able to benefit from their songs over the years. And the reason is because the market itself has not been structured in a way that it benefits those musicians. So when we went out there to acquire the knowledge, come back home to be able to help, and I think the impact is being made, huge impact in the industry. Yeah, huge impact.
What sort of connection do you have with the local base in Liberia that has got you so much encouraged that you can make a very good headway in this industry?
Yeah, I was here also in Liberia when I hit the stage in 2018, and I saw how the kind of struggle I also went through. I was suffering, at the same time my song was the leading song in the country, Show Up For Me. And that song was across the whole country. So the struggle I went through, when I thought about that, and I thought about all the musicians and the younger ones coming up, the older ones who are in Liberia, when I sat down in Nigeria, thought about all of these things, the struggles, I said, no, it will be good if I'm to go back home to settle down and to be able to invest in the system to change the narrative. So, and that is one of the main focus, and that actually brought me back to Liberia to give back to my society, to this society.
Do you see a
Yeah,
presence? Do you see a presence in Liberia as a way forward for local musicians that are
De-
growing up or emerging ones?
definitely, definitely. The musicians are achieving a lot now. The market has been fully open. What we were able to do is that we were able to connect the Liberian entertainment now to the Nigerian entertainment, because we are working with actors, key actors in the Nigerian entertainment. So currently, Liberian music is out there. You can check the Boomplay, check the Apple Music. There is no platform you check now that you now find my songs or the musicians who we have signed, that we are managing. Their songs are all across the world. So the impact is being made already.
That's good. Okay, I will come back to you. But let me hear from Bobby Allison. Bobby Allison, how did you get into the picture?
Where got
You from where,
connected.
Maryland? And
No, no, he's nice though from Grand Crew.
so it's a shortcut, huh?
Yeah, but the connection came from Morovia.
Okay.
Yes. I got connected to him, KPraise, when I listened to this song, Show Out for Me. And I love gospel music. Yes. Gospel music helps to bring in transformation in the life, in your life. And when I listened to his song, he got his sister also called Louis Kaydor. She's in Maryland, Plebo. And I was on the radio in Plebo playing her music, and she also shared his music with me. And I said, no, but this guy, I know that he's your brother. I said, he's my brother. I said, the KPraise have been playing his music on the radio, the Voice of Hope radio in Plebo every time I travel down to Maryland. And I will use that time to promote, because I believe in promoting Liberian music. That's my start in. Even when I was in Banga with Radio Banga, Radio Liberia, was Liberian music, was my focus. And it's good to promote and love your culture.
Mhm.
Yes, as he rightly said, he's now down with his limit. That is to promote Liberian musicians. You spend a lot of money to go to the studio. So from playing his music, I came down when I went on my break with my former boss, Dr. Buffer Chimas. I thought he was representative and now speaker. So when I returned to Morovia, and he had one or two programs, and we did telephone numbers, where I changed numbers from Nigeria here, and he gave me his number, and I had the time to talk to him. And when he came down, we met, got close, and ran his program on radio stations. We had a team set up, the media team and other teams set up, and I was in that media group. Eddie Hammond and I, we were there going from radio station to radio station. Really, at that time, I'm not seeing him in person.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
and when
Yeah.
we met, so I said, oh, that's great. I love the voice. He got a voice almost like another musician that I know in Nigeria. Yes, I think he teamed up with that musician. His name is John Priest. His last name is Priest something. It's not KPraise now.
Joe
Yeah,
Praise.
Yeah.
Joe
Joe,
Priest.
Joe Praise.
Thank you.
One
Joe
of one of
Priest.
the best singers in Africa.
Yes. So he teamed up with Joe Priest, and I listened to the music, and we built up our relationship, everything. And he said, look, we got a lot to do. I want you to stand by me to promote me, since you are one of those that love to promote Liberian musicians, meaning the gospel musician on the radio. And that's how we started moving from one point to another. And even when I came here, the Metro FM or Metro FM Open New Day, it was like his music used to dominate the radio. Yes, every time I come on the radio. But I hardly come to with, I'm not going to call a name here, as you said. Yeah, on Metro, you need to play the American music and not the Liberian music. And this is the American people
Well,
radio.
these are some of the policies, So we
Yes.
got to ababa them because
Yeah,
they are
so-
institutional
Yeah,
policies.
so
now.
I look at it and say, where I'm so used
Because-
to playing my Liberian music. However, as you rightly said, as a policy that you must play the American, and so as there is a need, we need to promote our culture, promote our own thing. However, we will find time, share it with the main studio here today, you're busy, so that they'll keep playing KPraise music, and that transferred some of the music here, and other guys that come here on a Sunday to play it. Then what I'm here on the Metro FM, I play Monday, the one that I'm told to play. But I will always tune into ELBC, the main studio, to make sure that KPraise music is aired here, and they were doing it. So from that,
What did you love, or why do you have so much passion for KPraise?
one, he is determined. What he did for Liberians, traveled to Nigeria 2006, not only to go have fun, but he went to school, he interacted with people there, and at the end of the day, he said, I must take something home, which is this We call it studio, but it's something that is bigger than a studio. Brought it home to have our brothers and sisters record it and for the music to be sold. And not only stopping there, to put them on the YouTube to sell it to the outside world. It's because of the work that he did. Today he's coming to receive an award. He never knew that people are listening to him and watching him.
We'll come to that.
Yes, we will come to that. So, from your question, for what he did, I love people that are focused. When he told me, Mr. Addison, I'm coming back to Liberia and I'm coming with something great. And I hope and pray that the government and other people will support me. Now he is back home and they're giving him the support. A lot of things, not only the voice, I love, we do music. Your voice is one thing. He got it. Script writing, the lyrics is good. He's a writer also. KPraise was seated today and said, look, something will come to his mind and say, look, let me do something on Melvin Stewart, do a music for him for the Bomber Show. And these are things that are going to put in one or two things. Right there, he will prepare the script. The next morning, it is out. He's not going to call anybody. So he is creative. So all of those things I see into him, let me help to give him the support. If there's progress, not for money. No, I don't want it from you. I've seen all his activities. I don't ask him for the down opinion. I will sacrifice because you must give yourself in for people to value you, to know who you are. For some, they'll put in money. I know money rules the world. Well, I'm a Christian. I don't allow it to happen.
But I know you still need some money.
Yes. I wouldn't need it, but it should be done in a professional way, not to come out to demand. Even when I was active in the profession as a journalist and I want to conduct an interview, I don't stay there and say, my man, what's a Kaydor? I don't do that.
That is part of me
professionally, Melvin, what we do here when I want to conduct an interview, I'll say, thank you, sir. And they say, no, yeah, we say, no, chief, we are waiting, want to go do the story. I know that I need it.
Let's leave our profession, please.
Yes,
Don't
so
put our.
These are some of the things I see in him, and so look, I will work along with him. And this big program that is coming, I got Francis.
So, what's your position?
My position, I'm heading the media team.
So every time you're in the media team,
I'm also an administrator. I got my degree in public administration from Zion University. So not only media, when it comes to administrative matter, I can also handle that.
You also wrong the people because you are prominent man in Liberia, but that will be held on a very legal level. You'll be held in contempt because during your graduation you did not announce that. But anyway, congratulations.
No, but that graduation, it was the guys at EOBC, Isaac Ray, because we grew up together and we worked together in Banga. Isaac and other guys in other media institutions publicized my graduation at Zion. But sometimes I don't love too much of publicity.
But you're supposed to have invited people. Anyway, but thank you so much.
Sometimes I don't love.
Okay, so sir, thank you so much. Can you tell us the quality of your studio that you brought to Liberia? How much you used to bring this studio, to build a studio in Liberia to help local musicians to do their songs and other things?
What I can say is the studio is a standard studio, classic studio that meets international standard, where when your music is produced, you can stand on any stage in the world and you will be accepted. That's all I can say. It's the worth of the studio. I cannot say
it's but it's around 500,000.
It's a good one. It's something that is
30,000.
It's a good one. It's actually professional. It's classic. We have all of our equipment came from Nigeria. They were built outside Liberia, and so I will not be able to break it down. But I can tell you that what we have is of a high standard. Yeah.
Why did you decide to bring the studio to Liberia?
The reason is because we don't have good studios in Liberia. I have lived in Liberia for many years. I went to a lot of studios. I saw
all of the good songs that the musicians are singing around here. PCK all winning awards, Jerido, all the great guys, man.
Yeah, there are studios here, right? But there are not good studios.
So yours is
And
more
also,
than that?
and also the producers.
Mm.
You can have a studio. There's studio. We have studio in studio. Seriously, and I got to know that when I went to Nigeria.
So when studio see studio can have.
Studio will have like your studio now. This place is quite different. You know.
Yes.
So the one is more than some of the studios in Nigeria.
Definitely, you see that.
So do you give the credit to the Liberia broadcasting system?
Yes.
But definitely,
See yourself all around. In
This-
fact, you are on camera.
this is a great work. You know, the first time
Yeah.
I came here on the Super Money Show, I was so like, wow, this place is great. I think it's
Is
good.
is this place compared to BBC?
I'm not going to BBC yet, but
But
I
you can
know,
see it
I know that
online.
I know that this one is the best in Liberia. And
Thank you.
it can be-
Okay, so let me hear from you.
Yeah.
Since you came to Liberia, building your studio here, have you been having the interactions with some local musicians as to how they intend to make the music?
Yeah, definitely. We have interacted with a lot of musicians.
Have you been producing songs for them?
Yeah, so many musicians. Even the guy who sang this song "Area," that my area. Yeah,
My
area
Area.
is your area. Yeah, I just signed him.
You
to
did
the
that?
company.
You did it for him?
No, I just signed him to my company.
Oh, you signed him?
Yeah, you know, he did the song and went down.
Do you? So
You know-
meaning you have a lot of resources financially that you can just sign people.
Yeah, we sign artists, we manage artists, we promote, we do a lot of things at the KPraise Music. The KPraise Music is a company by itself.
So when you sign
So-
people, how do they go about to manage your signing ceremony?
There are a lot of things that come with the signing, a lot
Okay.
of privileges. Yeah.
Okay.
So once we are signing you, there are things that we attach to that particular agreement, and that will benefit you as an artist. That's,
We have a very good thing to talk about. Another major thing to talk about. Sorry, not good thing, but this one we're talking about is more cardinal. What is it about your connection with the Liberia Music Union?
the Liberia Music Union is I'm part of them also, but you know the entire structure of the Liberian music has been broken down. You know, it has not actually been functioning, and that's why you see all of these musicians are wasting around
Have you
town.
asked why?
I know the reason. The reason is because
What is the reason?
the reason is because there is no structure. Secondly, there are the right brains, the right minds, people who know the job are not there. So you find out that those who control the sectors, right, they don't have that kind of mind and those the strength and what it takes to run a particular union. That has been a problem. And as I mean, the union is there, and I must commend them for their hard work. And you know, there are guys there who have been working, trying to keep it together. But we just need to do more, you know, more to add to
This
what
thing
we
about the
already-
copyright situation, have you been able to do a research about it? That people will just take people music from one era and just play them everywhere?
Yeah. I am signed to an international copyright company. They have local copyright, they have international copyright law. So I am signed to an international company that all of my songs are copyrighted internationally, and that's why you will not play my song on Facebook. Even if you were to play my song in your car on Facebook, you'll be shut down. Facebook is going to put you down because you don't have right.
So
to
you will
play.
be depriving your followers?
No, it's not that.
Or your
No,
fans?
that's the business side. That's
Why
the
did you
business
decide
side.
to go to that type of stringent measure?
Yeah, it's the business side. How do I live? I need to also live. So, yes, you know, so my all of my, you know, my life is on music. I've been living on music. Everything is on music. So, you know, we have the business side of music, we have the marketing side, and we have the spiritual side, especially where I come from.
Yeah, sure.
And you know, so there are three areas you must take in consideration as a musician.
Okay, thank you so kindly. Let me get back to Mr. Allison. Let me just hear from you. I know you have something that you want to touch before we get to the real issue, because this singer was being nominated or commissioned as an ambassador for one of the biggest organizations in Africa. So let me hear from you, sir.
Well, KPraise, as I said, after his trip, during his visit to Nigeria, he never knew that just what he explained about the music industry out there, that people was there eyeing him. They never knew that he even came from Liberia. They thought he was a Nigerian. But for those that he interacted with, they said, no, this guy is from Liberia. And they saw determination in him. At the end of the day, said there is a need to give him an award, a title, to represent his people. He came to Nigeria. For some, they will come here and not to be focused on what they're supposed to do. But for his case, his concentration was, let me take something back home and help my people. Which he just told you, he's back home, opened the studio, and I'm helping other Liberians. Ablako Gay and others, they are benefiting from his place. And he is not thinking about only to have it in Monrovia. This should be extended into the southeast.
Why you pass through the central region just to the southeast? Is it because you're from Maryland?
No.
You're passing through Banga. Banga is one of the productive counties in Liberia.
Melvin.
You're passing through Nimba as well.
Melvin, you got a paved road.
So we gotta get it. I come in, sir. We gotta get it straight. I'm the custodian of this show. Let's get something straight. Mm-hmm. Why are you focusing on the southeast?
Good question. A good reason. There are more questions than answer. And the reason of the southeast, because of the bar road. You got a paved road from Bon County. I spent 18, 19 years in Bon County. I had a radio station in Bon County. I know what the people of Bon County deserve. They will show it, and he will get there very soon. But the focus for now should be the southeast. Reason you could have Maryland. I'm from River G, the where my parents from.
Sure.
But I spent all my time in Maryland. If you have Maryland, you have a studio in Maryland, his county Grand Crew, Sanod will benefit. River G, Grand Jita will benefit. Musicians from that area with Grand Jita will come down to Maryland County and taste the fruit of KPraise. So these are some of the things that he got on mind. Before when that is done, the South is taken care of. Then Melvin will have the time to sing all the Pele songs where you have a studio now in Banga, Bon County.
So we have to go to the president's home in Lofa County.
Yeah, Bon County. Then the guys from Lofa County will come down, the Loma people, the Kisi, the Bandi, they sing well. I work in Lofa County also. I know what he can do. So these are some of the things that he got on his mind to build an empire, the music empire across the country. It's not going to be concentrated in Montreal.
I'm care to know that. Just sadly, my phone went off. I will have shown this to the camera to be widely seen across the world. I was in Alexandra or Cairo, and I saw just a recording studio. Do we intend to bring such a thing here in Liberia? I know you've been in Cairo, you've been in Egypt. I stand to be corrected.
No, I have
not. Oh, you haven't been. Oh, you haven't been. Anyway, but it's never too late. You will still go.
No, I don't want to go there. I love Liberia. You wouldn't believe it. You don't believe it. I don't have passport.
You will have.
I don't have passport. Even the passport $20-30. I never purchased a passport because I know I love my country, Liberia.
So can we have such modeled or built studio like I saw in Alexandria, even Morocco? Can we have a studio that even when the studio is built in the street from KPraise around the Pinsville region or EAWA Junction, like we having a runabout here now. This is the face of Liberia.
Yeah.
If you can build this place here, you don't hear noise from outside. What kind of sophistication does he hold as the spokesman for this entity?
KPraise got all that you want and expect from him when it comes to the music business. Studio that you just talked about, building the studio is not the thing. management. As I said, I got my degree in public administration. I can manage this radio station from top to bottom.
No, but you don't get a permit from the government.
No, I don't want it administratively.
So when
That's what I did public administration. Okay, so building a studio.
you can't take a job
does
from
not
anybody
mean,
now.
No. I mean, I want to work with. They'll take this. But no,
So I gotta protect my bossman's
yeah,
job.
no. Fagon will be my boss very soon.
Our bossman.
Mr. Fagon will be my boss very soon. That I know. Very soon he'll be my boss.
He's your boss.
Yes, he's my boss. Let me agree, he's my boss.
I know why you're insinuating now.
I know he got.
Whenever you are good man, anyway.
He got
so
it.
let's go to
Yeah,
this.
no.
Let's go to the studio issue.
Yeah, let me tell you that the issue with the studio, building the studio, you should have qualified, competent, and people that are willing to work in that studio. You don't want to build something at the end of the day, you tend to be the victim of it. We saw a lot of projects and things around here. The shutdown around the Vatan area that people spent 20 or 22 billions dollars. That playground, Vatan, today, where is it? The one right here, Pinsway Junction.
What is KPraise doing?
We are looking at KPraise coming out tomorrow to build something that you have trained, qualified guys who got the knowledge to write better scripts. Script writing is one thing. The lyrics of that music is one key thing. You're going to prepare the lyrics that tomorrow when you come out to produce it, some people say no, they devalue the music. But KPraise is not in that shoes. So you're going to have quality, something good from out of him. Once he divert from that studio that he got here now into the Southeast and other area, you're going to have professionals. That's what he thought on bringing somebody from Nigeria to help train other people. He never came alone. The gentleman standing out there traveled with him to train other Liberians. So you see, he's not a mean man. Let me take somebody with me to train my people. I will not have the time to be there all the time. So this guy is here to help the people, to train them to do better recordings and other things. He's an engineer or a writer also. So you're going to have, Liberians going to have something better from KPraise, more than whatsoever they think about. Yes.
Thank you.
Administratively, they're going to have something good from him also.
Thank you. Of course, let us now dive into this very candid discussion.
And earlier, I forgot, we got a team set up. Francis Kaydor is one of the team members.
Oh, he's the brother?
He's one of the team members.
Well, he's a brother too.
I want to say
is it nepotism? Why did you decide to bring this man closer?
No. He's said to his Kaydor. You will have a name. Someone you know. So
Kaydor.
I got an Addison.
Kaydor.
Do you know when I traveled to Ghana, I met a minister who says Addison, ADDISON. So he's not my brother.
I see them look similar, man.
Yeah, they look similar. I mean that his brother. No, they are not related.
So you brought this politics. So we got.
No, he is not. They are not related. So the minister.
Where did you get him from? Where did you get him?
I met him, and he knows me to be one of those that promote KPraise. He said, "I'd love to see this guy and want to work along with him." So he's with us. He's on the team.
Liberia. Okay, wonderful having these wonderful people in studio this afternoon on a bumper show on ELBC 99.9. Yes, sir. You were being appointed as ambassador by the International Association of World Peace Advocates in Abuja, Nigeria. How did that happen?
Thank you. Not just ambassador, but eminent peace ambassador.
Eminent.
Yes, we have ambassadors. We have eminent peace ambassadors.
Okay, give us the description.
So
Eminent and just
eminent is exceptional. Exceptional.
So you're exceptional.
Yes,
you've been there contributing.
Yes, my work have been around that area. So I was
you got a family living there?
No, not Nigeria. My family is not in Nigeria. They're here.
Okay. I get one.
So I have been appointed and as the eminent peace ambassador by the International Association of World Peace, United Nations. This thing, it happened on the 8th of March. I was not aware. I was actually sitting down and received that call. And that one call was the change. And it was from that call that this appointment was made. But all I can say, everything was done through God because it was not done by my knowledge. Nobody called me and I did not negotiate. I didn't talk about it if I did not think about it. Because, but one of the things I have been doing, I have been promoting peace. I produce a lot of songs that talk about peace, unity, security, good governance, promoting peace in our country. Um, I didn't know that this appointment was going to come about from the United Nations. So it is just God who has done it, and that's what I said. This is not just for me, but it's for Liberia and it's for everyone, because no one man should be an ambassador. Everyone should be an ambassador of peace, because when all of us will go out there to preach the good message of peace, then we will have a better society. So I don't see it as a one-man thing. I see it as a blessing to the nation, to the young people, because I represent the young people, and being appointed to that office, I see it as a blessing from God.
Let me hear from you on this kind of note, sir. You are Liberian and you follow most of the activities unfolding in Liberia, especially so with this song titled Peace.
Keep the peace.
Keep the peace.
Yeah.
What did you see in such a write up?
Actually, this song, "Keep the Peace," actually came about during the elections. Normally when a nation is going through electoral process, you should be expecting so many things. Sometimes disenchantment. You're talking about people not accepting results. You're talking about violence. You're talking about people having different intentions. So I actually sat down and I thought to prepare a message during the elections to prepare the minds of our people while the election was getting closer,
Okay.
so that after the elections, they would know that violence is not just the answer. Protest is not the answer. The best thing you can do is channel the issues through the right ways, to be able to address your concerns. So that song was released to actually ease the tension. Music is one of the fastest ways through which you can transform the minds of people. So I believe strongly that song did so much during the election. Because as a young man listening to that song, even if you had the plan of protesting or causing chaos, just by listening to that song, "Keep the Peace," your mind would change immediately. So the intention of that song was to change the narrative, the minds.
Did you insinuate at the time that Liberians were going to take another stage in terms of our electoral process in 2023? That was what perhaps you have thought about to do this kind of song?
The writing was clear. I think you saw a lot of attacks. I'm talking about people,
from different sides,
yes,
from opposition parties,
political parties, other person doing this one, another group would attack another group. All these things will have ended or somehow, seriously. But it took God, and secondly, the good people of Liberia who thought it was that, look, even though this is elections, but we still have a country to protect.
So how did you see the process after writing this song and putting it up on the internet and people were watching or playing it and discouraging them to disembark from sort of negative effect towards our country's growth? How did you see the election? Because you're Liberian too.
The election was good. God was involved. He guided the process, and all of us, all Liberians, we did our best in protecting the peace of our country. All of us, we did our best. It came to a point where everyone was telling, somebody would tell their friend, "Look, my man, we have this election. After election, we will still meet. We are friends. So let's leave this thing."
Did you see peaceful coexistence?
Yes, at the end, I saw it. But from the beginning, the heat, there was so much heat.
You were getting afraid?
Yes, there was so much heat. And so our voices were...
So could that have led you to disembark from your musical career?
Um, if there's chaos in the country and the country is going through crisis, I would not be able to sit down to do music. I would not be able to.
So all of the equipment you brought to Liberia, you were like disarray. you couldn't think rightly.
Seriously, so you can do.
But do you see Liberia? Okay, just end it.
You can do a business in a country that is not in peace. So the first thing you need to have is peace. So a business or an investment will actually boom when there is peace in that place. And so that's the reason we try our best to protect the peace. And that was why I released that song.
You are not a politician, but let me get you right. Every singer is a politician by their own way that they write their song. And that I followed Waklashem in Haiti. I can recall, and I saw one politician, one musician doing some songs for him at the time, and they got so political. And the person was a musician in the gospel area. How do you see your being here in Liberia to help the musical industry? People singing politician songs, doing this one, doing that one, hit messages. What's your say?
Yes, I think our messages should be directed to the positive direction. And that is why God has chosen us to come to this level, to be able to serve as peace ambassador. And so I think the messages through our songs should be positive in the sense that they should be directed to a place where people can learn, not to release songs that will give negative thoughts to the minds of our people. And so we are also here to discourage that. Okay. And we are trying to do it by all costs. All of the artists we meet, whenever we meet musicians, we look at your song, we try to evaluate the song to see if the song would bring some negative impact. And so because we're trying to discourage that.
The children will be listening to profanity and all of things.
Yes. So being appointed as eminent peace ambassador to Liberia, that is one of our roles. We are here to discourage negative speeches, to discourage
those
things
that causing their songs.
Yeah, things that would bring negative impact in our society. We try to unite our people.
The reason I'm asking you these questions, they are critical because you are like the icon now for Liberian musicians right here in Liberia after being recognized from the international body. So you have a stake or major role to play in this industry. People sing songs insulting, and the children are listening to the songs. They come from school and just listen to bar lyrics and all of things.
Yes. So as I said, we are going to discourage that, and I have never supported.
How are you going to do that?
I have never supported bad music, and I always supported good songs that preach good messages. So the way to do it is, you get to those artists, those musicians, try to get to them and understand. There's a reason. Some of them have the reason for which they release some of those songs. And so when you get to those people, and these are some of the things we're going to do. Get to the young people, get to hear from them what's going on. Some of them have good songs, but they would keep the good songs and they would release the bad song because they know that the bad song will easily penetrate the street. One of the reasons why people will go and do bad song on the street is because they feel that the bad song will be loved by the bad people. Remember, the bad people are many on the streets. The bad people are many on the street. So the guys, when they are releasing the bad song or song that has negative kind of message, they are releasing them actually for the street. So we're going to discourage that and try to remold their minds. We can shift their minds from that and make them better in terms of writing.
Wonderful, sir. Okay, let me hear from Bobby Allison. Then we come to the next discussion, after which we will open the lines and talk with our listeners out there. Mr. Allison, you listen to the singer, the ambassador.
Yeah.
He's an international ambassador.
Yeah.
What else do you have to add to what he has said already?
What I want to add is to give you the itinerary.
Okay.
That is
because we have March 13. March 13. That was the time you were to be in Nigeria. You did.
No, March 8. March 8 was the appointment in Nigeria.
Yeah, but
the decoration ceremony is April 13.
Okay, April 13.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
April 13 is the
decoration and award ceremony.
Yeah.
So you want to give us
Yes,
a
I give
little
you the itinerary.
understanding?
Yes, what's going to happen?
Thank you.
Because of time, the public now are glued to the radios and want to know.
So what is
Now,
happening on April 13?
August 11th first. we'll have our guest, the arrival of our guest.
August 11th?
Yes, April 11. I'm sorry, April 11.
Boy.
Yeah, April 11. Our guest will be here
From where?
next week.
From
We'll
where?
have from Nigeria and other part of the world. They will be here to give him that honor because he should have been in Nigeria, as he said, but because of some basic schedule, he was unable to attend the program. So they will be coming down. So he's going to serve as a host for those that will be coming on April 11. Then on April 12th, the guest letters were sent out. Francis and the rest of the team, they distributed letters to the current president, month president Joseph Nyima Bwaka. Your president, Bwaka.
My president, yes.
Yes, your president, my president.
That's why I
Bwaka.
said my president.
Yes. Letter was given to them. And the former president, George Manning Weah, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, reason why they themselves received similar award. Okay, peace ambassador and all those stuff. So a letter was written to people, the justice minister, the police, who got half security into this because my background also is security. So I don't joke when it comes to security business. The security will be there to protect our guests. I don't say something going to happen to them, but they will be there, escort and other stuff. So letter was given to the justice minister.
That is a normal protocol.
Yeah, the police director and other people was written. And I know they have started responding to those letters. Then on the 13th is D-Day. This program will be held at it just coincides with the name Reconciliation International Freedom Cathedral. We talk about reconciliation because my concern was why he chose that church. The name that the church is carrying, and this program also peace ambassador, eminent ambassador. Now the church name to where the program will be held is in Upper Cornwall, April 13th. That where the program will be held, and the name of the church is the Reconciliation International Freedom Cathedral Church, located Upper Cornwall. And the program starts 10 o'clock. And this program will be something big. Just small the program where you have about 15.
When you talk about small, you're talking about people coming from the international cycle, man.
Yes, but they are not looking.
Bobby, you're a journalist.
Yeah, they are not looking at that you want to invite people from SKT.
No, you don't talk about
Jokola district.
My own region talking about
Jokola from Plibo Sodican, from Webo. No. Just something, to say, look, son, this is what you did for your people. We have been monitoring you. We've been watching your movement, your messages in the music. Because Doba Karandad, when I started this profession, he used to be at EMBC. Yes, when I started my training, he once told me, say, Bobby, there is a message in the music. Music is the message and the message in the music. So they've been listening to the messages that he's been preaching through music.
Okay.
This time they have spotted him. They should have given this award to another person. So now they will be here. So we don't want to go around grabbing Melvin Stewart, grab Francis, grab the person.
Is this award not being center stage?
No, it won't. And it's not going to be restricted. It is open. Okay. It is not going to be restricted. Now this is why you see we are engaging the media. If we wanted to restrict it, we would have come here to the radio to say this. So it's going to be open.
But you say you're talking about 10, 15 persons.
Yeah, no, I never said 10, 15. Just something around there. We don't want to be said they go to the SKD or ATS, they're going for the football game. No. Just something small at the end of the day.
Not something small. I kept saying this. Not something small. International guests coming.
This title is a big title.
Eminent ambassador.
Big title.
Eminent ambassador.
Big title. But if you want it to be big, Melvin, maybe we will ask you to come with your own contribution.
I don't have problem.
Your contribution will be create more awareness as we are doing now. Free of charge. That management gave us enough airtime, carry a live broadcast. Bring the OB there, all those things. You know. But however, just
the great people of ELBC can do that. Musu
Sirleaf,
the head of radio, Eugene Falcon, the director general. And the rest of the people, the business office, they can do that.
I know the DG. We Francis, we should have written the DG.
We have done already.
We did. Yeah, thank you for correction. And the DG, I trust him. Fagon, he's a man who loves when it comes to peace. Preach peace, talk peace. I know he will be part of this program. Omen Fagon, you from Bombing County. I was born in Bombing County, Bombing Hills. I can't speak the Gola. But I know you will be there. And he got his monitor in his office listening to this program. That I know. He will be part of this program. And maybe after this, we'll walk to him, pay a courtesy visit, and to speak to him, encourage him to be part of this. Because President George, former President Weir, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Omen Bwakat, my president, despite from the National Patriotic Party, but he's my president. Yes, he's my president. I love him. Yes. My Omen was in Bombing Hills.
Let
too.
Lila whole party
Yes.
been in, man.
He was in, okay, I put party.
Let
been
Lila
one
party
side.
been in, man.
That
We're
put
talking about
party.
one library. We're
Yeah.
talking about party.
Yeah, one Liberia.
We're talking about government.
So no, some will say, but why you say he's your president? You gotta know what.
But our president now.
He's our president. So we know that our president Bwaka will be there, and other people will be there. They're part of this occasion. So again, the place is called where it is non-hating. 10 o'clock is the program. And the guys up country, the community radio stations,
Okay.
we have engaged, like the one that's relaying at the Voice of Hope Radio. Former speaker Dr. Buffer Chimers was also written. The current speaker, Fonati Kofad, was written. Thomas Fowler also was written. So all of those people would
Deputy Speaker.
the deputy
Let
speaker,
us
the
attach
deputy
the tab
speaker,
to, man.
the deputy speaker Fowler was written, and also Speaker Kofad.
The Senate Pro Tempore.
Senate Pro Tem was
Yombly.
Yombly was also written. Other people will give them letters. So we have started the exercise to do follow up. Next week is not far. We'll soon get that. So, as I said, the community radio stations, they will help us to do a live broadcast for the center into the counties for our people to visit, because this award is not for him. It is for Liberia. It's for Liberians. So we want the people outside there to receive the information that our guests will be bringing, the message will be bringing.
Thank you. So yeah, I just got a call. Just got a text that this entire broadcast is being relayed on Radio Lawale, that is in Tabeta,
Okay.
Nimba County, Frere Yegbe.
Fred Yeben.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
congratulations, Frere and the team there in Tabeta, Nimba County. Yes. Thank you so much. And most of the radio stations keep relaying the broadcast of ELBG.
Because of the name KPraise. Yeah.
not just because
not-
of
not-
Capers, but
not-
other programs can be
Yeah,
relayed.
not Bobby Addison. No.
You are communicator, but you like to be too political sometimes. But anyway, Liberians, thank you so much for joining us. Bobby Allison is a very good talker. Don't mind him. He's a very good talker. He was in Banga, Bon County. They started the whole media thing. but he's
I will still going with it.
and he's always strong.
Yes.
So yes, of course, my name is Melvin Stewart. I'm on the Bumper Show this afternoon. My guest, KPraise. His full name is Ambassador Josh Klopru. Klopru, you gotta tell us what Klopru Kaydor.
White Town.
What
White Town. White Town.
White Town.
It's a town that is white, like pure, like
So
light.
purity lies in you.
Yeah, that's the meaning.
I
of that
see
word.
why you kept laughing since you met me, man. So that's why you've been laughing in front of people in Nigeria. That's why they gave you the title.
It's good to smile. You know?
Anyway, so yes, Liberians, thank you so much for joining us. It's on the Bumper Show this afternoon. I always like to be zealous when I'm presenting this kind of show
It
to
is
tell
good.
you, like,
It is good.
oh yeah,
It is good.
that's how God has made me.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
always smile. You know what I think about man. Why we wait for the call? Yes. The Blia.
okay, what blame me?
Blia. The River G people from River G mean an elephant. An elephant.
Elephant.
A very strong man.
Mm.
An elephant. The Kokolo. That's a local name.
Okay.
I don't want to call out a name there. Yeah, before my Loma Pape there.
So what soup do you eat in River G?
In River G, palm butter.
Maryland Pambutter.
Yes, because we came from Maryland.
You settled right there.
Went to Grand Jita. From Grand Jita,
So why you move from place to place?
because we were looking for a place to sit.
Why couldn't you stay there?
We came from the Ivory Coast.
Is it because the transportation that you couldn't leave from Maryland to come to
Maryland
Monrovia?
was so small for us. We wanted to be independent.
Oh, Bobby.
Yes, from Maryland to Grand Jita now. Nathaniel Jekyll William say you're going to be on your own. So we had on our
Bobby,
own.
let leave that one.
Yes.
We'll talk another time.
Yes.
So wherever you are this afternoon, you can call me on that's 0880514096096 08805140960 077597853. This is an alternative line. You can call and let us talk about what the people have spoken about this afternoon on the Bumper Show. Once again, okay, we have our very first caller on the line. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to the ambassador in studio.
Mm.
I am Boniface Newman. I do join for FE community.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I've been following the discussion. Let me first and foremost commend you for the discussion and for the acceptance to come to Liberia to work for your people. That's why I want to say thank you for coming to this country to work and transform the minds of our people. As you may be aware, if you take a key look in our society, you realize that many of our young people are spoiled. Some of them involved with a lot of negative things. So I think the presence in the country will help to transform our people.
Mm.
One thing that I wanted to find out from you, I've listened to the program and including the title. Is that the plan to have this title or structure decentralized in some communities, in some counties, like that maybe establish your offices? How do you go about that?
Thank
To
you.
have other people, captured in those places in Barcelona.
Thank you so kindly. Good afternoon. How you doing? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Go ahead.
EFGC.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is David Giddings, and I call you from right the region.
Mm.
I've been following the conversation on the media, and I want to say good afternoon to our brother in studio. He really said some good things, and I pray that he will be able to work on those things that Liberia can have a very good time, to have some development in some things that he has said, especially when it comes to the music sector.
Mm.
Because I directly told him when those studios are built in the various places, some of our brothers who are coming up in making music, they will have the facility, they will have the view, to really partake, they will have more encouragement, they will really tell them what important music is really doing for other people. So I just want to tell him thank you, and I pray that his dream will come to pass, that everything that he has said, God will give him the empowerment that he able to work with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 077597853 0880514 you can call on these numbers and be a part of the program this afternoon. These are distinguished Liberians and with productivities in them. Yes, of course. Let me talk to this person. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, this is Frederick. I call you from Harper,
Go
Maryland
ahead.
County.
From Maryland.
Yeah, let me appreciate you and your studio guests, more especially to the ambassador. The ambassador, when he called his due this afternoon, I'm overwhelmed because he must have come from the same native town that is Princeton, Newark.
Mm.
So by the time I heard you supported me, I was too happy. And the initiative that he ongoing, I'm more happy that let him be focused as he return to the country so that he can do more so that people can follow him. My appreciation go to everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Hello?
Hello. How you doing, sir?
Good afternoon. How are you?
We are okay right here.
Yeah, I'm calling from Cleveland, Maryland County.
Okay, Maryland. Twice.
Yeah. I'm calling you from this web you came from.
Mm.
I want to appreciate the studio guest in studio this afternoon for a wonderful show. And I want to appreciate Lee Addison, who is also in studio with me, that I want to encourage them that they may have another branches in our country so our brothers and sisters can have the opportunity to join them. Thank you very much for the show.
Thank you. So you want to address the two concerns because two persons just spoke about the same thing?
Okay. Yeah. So somebody asked about our function in the various counties across the country.
Mm.
Yes, definitely. As a peace ambassador, we are not just going to be folding our hands, sitting down in one corner. No. The category we've even found ourselves, we have been placed in a category that is global diplomat.
Okay.
Not just eminent peace ambassador,
Global
but also
diplomat.
global diplomat.
It's
yes.
another title.
Yeah, so it's not just one eminent peace ambassador to Liberia and a global diplomat. It's on my ID. So we're going to be lobbying and around both in Liberia and outside to see how best we can improve on what we have already started. Remember, we are already running a project in Liberia trying to help young people. So this appointment has just come to help us and to push us to do more for our people in Liberia. More especially, not only music. We are not focusing on music alone now. Based on this appointment, we are now going to another stage, in advocacy, talking about human rights, talking about gender-based violence, talking about good governance, getting the communities, trying to create peace clubs in different counties, in all of the counties, in all of the institutions, universities, and high schools, campuses. We try to build, the youth, the young people, try to make them to feel part of this thing. As I said from the beginning, one man cannot be an ambassador. We need everyone to become an ambassador of peace. And that's the only way we can have a great country. If everyone will be a part of the team, then Liberia would experience a speeded growth in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of anything. So all of the counties, we have a plan of having our offices in all of the 15 counties.
Okay.
And those offices will be conducted and would be run by coordinators in those counties. So we are going to be raising up peace ambassadors in all of the 15 counties of Liberia. Young advocates, we're talking about advocates, so that we can have many voices in our communities, have many voices in our counties, in our schools. And out of 10 persons, if you have 2 peace ambassadors or advocates, out of 10 persons, you see that those 2 persons will make impact, because they will now begin to change the minds. They will try to transform the balance 8. So even if the 8 are so bad and they are not doing well, the 2 that are there who are advocates, who will be trained by our office, will also go about to train those 8 to become better people in society.
Before we take additional calls, I'm here to know, with your advocacy, with all of your vision, if you were being called to public prominence, how will you leave the industry? Somebody wants to appoint you now. Your recommendation came somewhere and just sent you to the president, Joseph Walker, who is an influential president of this land, who is meticulously working for the good of Liberia, and he wants to appoint you in governor. Are you thinking in that direction to accept?
The thing is service.
Do you love government job?
I would not say I love government job. I love service. I love service. Right? I love to serve.
Okay.
And that is why this position, this appointment as eminent peace ambassador, is a good place to serve, because it has to do with.
So you want to be a peace ambassador for Liberia under this government?
No, I'm already an eminent peace ambassador.
Yeah, but you can come and just directly honor your government, honor the executive marching watch.
If I'm called to serve my country,
but do you want to serve? Do you want to serve?
It's not on my mind. I don't have that.
So if the president wants to appoint you today, you would deny it. You don't want it. You say, President Bwaga, I don't want a job.
I have already been given. I have already been called to service.
So you are satisfied?
I'm satisfied. I have been called to service.
So you don't need any governmental job?
I think the appointment I have now is also a service to my country. So going out.
Are you satisfied with life?
I am satisfied.
What is your wealth?
I cannot disclose.
I'm here to know.
Wealth.
No, you gotta do this because you're
I'm okay. I'm just okay. All
Are you okay?
Say, I'm okay.
You're around 500,000 US.
I'm okay. I'm doing
well, I know you got some money in your account anyway. But anyway, Liberians, keep calling. Let's talk the talk. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good afternoon.
How you doing? We are here.
Yeah, this is Charles Coffey, calling from Monrovia.
Charles Coffey, the former president.
Yeah, very well.
How you doing, sir?
He for Grand Crew also.
Yeah, following the show, we just want to hear Bobby and Kaydor and the rest of the team. What Bobby then are doing is very important. Our country needs total sanity. And government alone cannot show the restoration of peace across the country. It requires the total involvement of all of us and those who have the expertise, whether out of the country or in our country, the guys who have come. And I think the launch, we expect the government to be represented there. That is, these people mean well to our country, because if you go across the country now, we have some reconciliation.
Yeah.
The elections that we just concluded, there was some division in the country in the sense of political division. Elections are over now. This kind of peace forum, peace activities, reconciliation will help to strengthen our people to live together. So I know the team been doing well. And also for giving it that level of publicity. So they need to do more. We need to encourage them. We need to contribute towards the process. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Charles Coffee. You know, so you know, you're a big man. You see,
No,
former president.
it's not okay. Yes.
But let me hear from you.
Afternoon
Yes, sir.
and good afternoon to all of your studio guests in studio. I'm calling from Plivo City, Maryland County. My name is Dr. Jiwa II, the CEO for City FM. We are carrying you guys like, but just that my best friend and brother and Bobby Allison just pronounced only Hope Radio. But there are
Listen,
3 radio stations that carrying you guys live.
you gotta pay for that announcement. You gotta come. Excuse me. You gotta come to ELBC and pay for that announcement. You don't. You gotta be promoting your radio station here.
It's not an announcement. We doing something good for you guys.
That's the one.
We carry on.
Go ahead, brother. I like your job.
Let me answer.
Go ahead.
We carry you guys on the side, and at least hope people can get to know.
You know I do.
That program are coming.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
So we say we are very happy carrying you guys live on the star, and we always carrying the Bumbo show, on every day, every 4 o'clock, from 4 to 5 o'clock, from 5 to 6. We're always on the line carrying you guys. So I want to say thank you guys for being there for us, and those are there, Bobby Allison, my brother. I want to say thank you for that program. I hope when I will be on that program. However, we are on the side during the day for the program. We see you guys live. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I was getting certain number international call. I know this call is from Europe. I hope that this person can call. If you are monitoring us live on our social media handle, you can call, and yes, of course, we'll put you through. You see, you all over the world. So people calling from all over. So, but let me speak with this person. How you doing? Okay, I would do this because this person is calling from abroad. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Oh my God, this person is calling from abroad, and I have to get them. So yes, just respond.
Yeah. So let me just say thank you to Charles Coffey. I've not seen him before. I don't know him, but he stressed something very important. He talks about reconciliation. I've taught the electoral process. You found out that people will still be disenchanted. Some people will have different feelings, and this is why we are here today. And so we want to use this platform to also speak to the minds and the hearts of our people. Our elections are over. Right now, what we need is reconciliation. We are all one. So unity should be the center. And so this appointment is something that has come to just amplify our voices, because we are a team already, and that can be able to make us know about those.
Let me get this international call. How you doing? Hello, madam. How you doing?
Hello?
Hello, madam. How you doing? We are getting you.
I'd like to just say congratulations.
Where are you calling us from? Where are you calling us from?
Congratulations to George. I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Okay, Massachusetts. That's the USA.
Congratulations to George. And I hope this entrepreneur starts to help unite everything, because in the country, not just the country, all of them. And I hope this starts to also be implemented to everywhere in the country. Let music be the medium by which we explore talent like a big possible youth and bring the people and the younger generation to where they are supposed to be. And so congratulations. May God give you every grace that will manifest the practical support for the achievement of this title.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, this person
Well,
is coming.
Melvin,
You heard a call from the US,
yeah,
Massachusetts.
yeah. While we wait for calls, Charles Coffey says
So,
something that we'll quickly love to speak on it.
mhm.
During the election, we had division among the media institutions. And it is my area. There is a need for the ambassador to work along the community radio stations. Like in Plebo, Solican District, we had the voice of Plebo, you had the voice of Truth, the voice of Hope City FM. Sometimes journalists don't speak to each other. They had a particular a politician to support, and that one. Up to this time, there is a division among the radio stations.
Which is not supposed to be
Which
so.
is supposed to be. So that I think the ambassador got a tax to move into Maryland County to see how that would be.
Not just Maryland.
No, let's start from Maryland.
It's in Bone County.
Yeah, Bone County got their own, but let's start from Maryland. For Maryland owners here to be west, there is need to bring those radio stations together. The voice of hope, the voice of Plebo, the voice of truth, City FM, and all the radio stations in our southeast. So that's the work also for Aliko. But for now, the ambassador got it. As soon as he takes office, he need to extend his visit into the
Hector
southeast.
Mobile has a very huge tax.
Yeah, but
So-
we'll also start with the ambassador.
So yes,
He
of
would
course.
also have
Thank
to
you.
do that.
You have spoken just in behalf of him. So what we do now, for just what the few callers have said, we need to heal the land, right?
Yeah.
This is something we cannot ban.
Yeah.
So please, Liberians, listen.
KPraise music.
When there is peace, the nation will rise. When there is love, the people will celebrate. There's no more worry. When there is peace everywhere, there will be joy, there will be harmony every day. Oh, when there is peace everywhere, the nation will rise. When there is love, the people will celebrate. There's no more worry. When there is peace everywhere, there will be joy, there will be harmony every day.
When there is peace, the nation will rise, and when there is joy, you and I know even if about our interventions into other things. So Liberia is all we have, Liberians. KPraise, you've been hearing about him, listening to some of his songs. He's right here in Liberia. After spending most of his times in Nigeria, he's back in country to help build Liberian decisions. I'm my guest this afternoon, and Bobby Allison is right here by his side. So let's have a wonderful stay together, Liberians. Oh yeah. So yeah, you see there?
Melvin, you've been asking a question. Let me ask you a question too.
Oh, you want?
Will you believe that this music was done at his studio here in Liberia?
In Liberia?
Mhm.
I don't know. I thought you brought from Nigeria.
No,
It was produced 4 days ago.
So my son want to do my music.
you won't do it just right here in Liberia.
That's good.
Listen to the lyrics, listen to the voice, listen to the instruments. So we're telling you, this ambassador has brought something good home that the entire country going to benefit from.
We don't have time again. So let me hear from the communicator for this entire industry, Bobby Allison. Just give us your party comment, then.
Well, again, as a reminder, out of those that we wrote, letters were sent out. We are appealing to you to please respond to our letters. Former President George Manuel William, Omen Bwaka, former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf,
Omen Bwaka, the title needs to be specified.
Ambassador, Doctor,
Ambassador. Joseph
Joseph
Nyuma,
Nyima
President,
Nyima Bwaka,
President.
President of the Republic of Liberia. Please respond to our letters. Also, DG Omen Fagon, please respond to our letter. And all of those that we wrote,
So you got
we have
some. You
written.
got the money you're supposed to raise for that program.
No, we ain't
But
going for
so when
money.
people come in here, when people go in there, they will not drop
No,
small
no, no,
envelope.
no. If they wish to, maybe they say, look, Mr. Addison say you get 2 tire pork, something you buy, your gas, buy your gas, we will take it. But we ain't going to show our hands say, I won't buy gas. No, not professional with him. But the entire program starts on the 11th. Our guests will start. They will arrive on the 11th
Those from abroad.
from abroad. Then on the 12th, they'll be going out. Maybe they'll visit President Bwaka and others.
That's
They'll be
good.
going out.
Oh,
Yes.
very good.
Yes.
So your protocol is already set
That's
for
the
that.
protocol we got set to visit President Bwaka and other eminent citizens. They will have time to visit them. Then on the 13th is the day, Callway, Upper Callway, where the ambassador will be honored. And after the honoring program, we all found our way back home. The next day, he start active work. If we would deploy men and women into the counties from what we receive from our quarters, we started essence about the community radio stations. I want it to be our first target to bring together those guys that are divided. To our guys from the community radio stations under the sound of our voice, please go back to base. The war is over. Peace is what we need now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
KPraise,
thank you,
finally.
Melvin. Thank you, Melvin. Let me use it. Let me just use this medium to also say thank you to the United Nations for keeping the peace. They are the bigger umbrella, and also the International Association of World Peace, IPA, that is responsible for peace across the world, and also that is responsible for appointing ambassadors across the world. I want to say thank you on this public media. And let me say thank you to the president of this country, our own father, His Excellency Joseph Mbwaka. I call him a father. I call him a papa. I respect him so much. He actually loves peace. He's one person who stands for justice. Every time I met him over the years, he would tell me,
Oh, you've been meeting President Walker.
yeah, I know him personally. He's my father. When I say father, because I respect him and I see him
I
as
know.
I don't have the father now, so I used to refer to him as my father. I respect him so much because of his wisdom and his kind of way of doing things. So every time he approach me, he say, "Justice is what I want." Say, when I become the president, I want to make sure that we have justice.
At the
We
time
have-
you were saying Nigeria.
Yes, I want to make sure that we have a system where Liberians can see themselves. And also, he always told me a lot of things. So I actually believe in his leadership.
So President
I-
President Walker has been doing.
Yeah, I believe in
something-
his leadership and this appointment. Officially, by the grace of God, I'll be meeting him. I know very soon we'll be meeting. I just want to say thank you to him, and thank you to all of these people, the office staff. They all know me. I've been working along with them for some time. So this appointment has come to just encourage us to do more. I see it as an opportunity to be able to do more of what I have been doing, what we have been doing. We have been preaching the message of peace. All of these songs you hearing here, they are sponsored by me. I have been doing it on my own, but God has now brought this opportunity, this appointment, so that we can do more because we have to reach out to the entire public, to the entire country, not just doing it alone now, but we're going to be doing it with a group, with a whole team, reaching out to all of the 15 counties to see how best we can transform the minds and attitudes of our people through peace, through the messages of peace. So I want to say thank you to ELBC, to the Director General, Mr. Facon, and thank you also, Melvin, for giving us the opportunity to come on your show to talk about this huge program that is coming up. Thank you to my team that is here with me, Mr. Addison. Thank you. And I'm inviting everyone publicly. This program is open to the public. You can come, make your way there, and just.
Where is the venue again?
Upper
Caldwell Reconciliation Temple Freedom Cathedral. There's a place called Samuka Town Junction. the last bus stop of that upper Coware, Samuka Town Junction. Once you get there, the church is right there by the road. So that's what the program is going to be.
You'll be having Misa.
Oh, yes, definitely.
At the number 19.
We will also have our local artists, musicians will be there.
Yeah, so I'm a musician, so I'm also using this medium to invite all musicians, whether the gospel, the secular, the traditional musicians. Some of them have been reaching out to me and they have decided to come. So I'm inviting everyone to come and attend this program. This is for everyone. It's not just for me. I see it that we must do it together. It's something that belongs to everyone. This is not about KPraise, not about George Kaydor. It's about Liberia and Liberians. So thank you so much.
And Melvin, you can please bring Dikamon with you. Dikamon from Swakoko.
Thank you so much. It was good having you.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, he's Bobby Allison. He's the lead communicator for KPraise. And of course, they're having a program coming up on the 13th of April 2024 in Coward. So thank you so kindly for listening to this edition of the Bumper Show. We will be back very shortly after this break. So wherever you are, just keep tuned. My name is